Alright, make sure you hit that notification bell, people. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, here we go, people. I see these on forums all the time. They're silly questions asked by fish keepers. Okay, what kind of silly questions? I understand the beginners versus maybe the intermediate, maybe versus advanced, okay? Some of these just kind of seem pretty silly to me. I don't know. Alright, but anyway, here we go. Our normal water change process is to remove all the decorations, fake plants, sometimes live plants, and rinse and scrub all of those things off. Well, my question below, or my answer, not to them, the beneficial bacterium only lives on surfaces, people. It does not live in the water. I mean, if you're scrubbing everything off, you've killed every. My googly muggly. I hope. And this was on a fish forum. I mean, okay. I hope some of you are with me. Alright, next. The horrific odor was coming from, and there was a ton of brown stuff underneath the gravel. Well, that's mulm, people. It does smell. Yeah, yeah. It really doesn't hurt the fish any. Um, in my opinion, okay? I could be wrong. You know, everybody says vacuum the tank out. Man, some of my tanks I've had 12 years, and none of these, none have ever been vacuumed out, okay? That's just me. I use a sand bed. Maybe it's different. Um, but it might be unsightly. The fish don't care. But vacuum if you need be, people. Feel free. You know, I don't really believe there's a big deal in there. Again, correct me down below if you think I'm wrong. Okay? I'm talking about freshwater aquariums, guppies. I'm not talking about salt water. I have no idea. I'm a little afraid we lost some good bacteria in the process. So I had half a bottle of Tetrasafe start that has added bacteria. I'm going to be real honest with y'all straight up front. I'm a dealer, or have been a dealer for Dr. Tim's. Okay? Um, I'm a believer in it, but it is not an instant cycle. I don't know why people get through their heads that they can add Tetrastart or Dr. Tim's or any of these other things and think it is an instant cycle, man. It is not. It is not, people. Okay? It speeds the process up, okay, from my experience. Okay? Um, so, in other words, instead of a 4 to 6 week cycle, you're probably looking at maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Okay? It is not an instant freebie. Not a free pass. Don't pass go. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? And I know Dr. Tim's, oh my googly moogly. I don't know, that's what, $19 to $25? Roughly. Something like that. But anyway, I sell it. I believe it does work, but there is no such thing as instant cycle. The only instant cycle you will ever have is by soaking sponges or other media or other gravel in a different aquarium that's been stocked for 6 or 8, 10 months, and then you transfer that to your new tank. Bam, that's instant cycle. Okay, I mean, as long as you don't overload the bio load. But yeah, that's why I keep sponge filters in every aquarium, extra ones, because in case I have a tank crash, I can instantly put that sponge that was no use and put it in there. Well, Scott, what you're saying though, now you're taking away from the bio load that was in there. Not really, not really. Keep in mind the bio load is on every surface, glass, rock, plants, um, shells, whatever you got in there. You will take away some bio load, correct, but you're going to be doing a whole lot better transferring more bioload. Anyway, keep us going. Brown algae or diatoms? Um, that was simply a question. Man, anybody who's ever started an aquarium from scratch, come on, people. Uh, you're going to get it, man. You're probably going to get it at some point, okay? Because you don't really know what you're doing, or even a brand new tank, even if you know what you're doing, usually it's too little, too much light, um, 8 to 10 hours, um, and it also depends on the lighting used. Maybe you're using 6,500 watt bulbs versus 5,500 versus 4,500 versus, I don't know, an 80 watt bulb, from your, I don't know, you know, whatever you got. But anyway, they can affect your aquarium over time. Live plants do seem to help a lot take control of that. Um, Large water changes. Now I'm changing my mind on large water changes, people. I used to say 70, 80% is fine. I'm not so certain anymore. There's been a lot of research done on that. Um, I don't believe a 50% change is harmful. Any more than that, I don't know. It's up to you. If you do 70, 80% water changes a week, power to you. I'm not going to say anything because I've been down there. If you do 20% water changes, hey, you're way better than most fish keepers, right? So anyway, in Flourish Excel, um, that can definitely help. Bring some stuff. You'll have to read up on it. I'm not going to get into all of it, but it'll definitely help balance it. Anyway, let's keep going. Um, I did a water change and everything died. I have seen this over and over and over again over the years. Um, and here is my 2 cents worth of why I think this might happen. Um, this is why I don't think anybody should ever water change more than one or two aquariums at the same time. Even if you had 12, 15, 20. I don't know. A lot of you are on water change systems, blah, blah, blah. But where I live in Louisville, and I used to live in Anderson County, Kentucky, which is Lawrenceburg, and I used to live in Lexington. Three different municipalities, okay? They all use different systems. One might have chloramine, one might have chlorine, one might have um, more salt in the water, if you will. I don't know. Um, but read this whole thing, okay? Um, and sometimes smaller cities might flush their systems out after they've had a bunch of floods or they're trying to get rid of sewage or backup. Well, man, you don't know what's going to go in the main system. Now, what might not be harmful to me and you could be harmful to the fish. That's all I'm saying, okay? Um, I'm not saying that they're flushing crap through the system. you, you know, that next week the water's different than this week because it's got more crap in it, if you will. Um, I'm just saying I have seen this happen many, many times or heard it reported many, many times, okay? The only thing you do is treat the water as it comes in. Maybe even well water changes. If you've had prolonged rain versus non prolonged rain, maybe it adds more salts and minerals into the water the fish aren't used to. But anyway, I've seen this happen over and over and over again over the years. Um, but anyway, just to keep you up, let me get moving. Google it. Good heater for a 90 gallon. I saw this come up on a forum. Well, I don't know. Um, you could read right through there. Um, every one of those, I believe, are decent heaters. Aquatop, towards the bottom. Um, I use Aquarium Pro Series. Matter of fact, I've got to get a few more, honestly. Um, I would just skip glass and stay with ceramic. Again, the problem with, or the thing with glass, a whole lot cheaper. But I've had twice in the past couple, or 12 years, 11 years, 10 years, whatever. Um, I've had them actually bust in the aquarium. Um, I've also had a ceramic heater. I won't name the brand. I put my hands in the water um, quite a while ago and felt a shock. I can't believe it didn't kill the fish. And I thought, no, no way. And I put my hand in the water again and felt a shock. I said, no, no way. I lifted the heater out of the water and felt a shock. So even ceramics can fail. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. But they're very, very rare. I say you have many, many, many years on those. All right, let's keep going. Okay, here we go. Here's the worst thing I've ever seen. Okay? Trying to wrap this up. Somebody simply said, oh, here, Guppy not breeding. Okay, here we go, as long on top. But anyway, their only question was at the top. I got 2 female and 1 male guppy for the intention of breeding and have seen no results. I've had them for about 2 months. They seem healthy, just no babies. Anything would help. The stupid question of the month is listed below. The dumbest, I'm not going to say it, crap I have ever seen. Okay? We have no information, right? Other than that. Well, here's what Mr. Genius said. Deworm your fish. Feed them 3 to 5 times a day. Do water changes, gravel cleans. Intestinal worms like, oh my god, look at this. Threadworm, googly, muggly. Stringy white poop. What the hell is this dude talking about? You know? Fish can do, but what the hell? Livebearers like guppies, mollies, are regularly infected with gill flukes and intestinal worms. How the hell would you know that, dude? You don't know where he bought them from. Maybe he bought them from me, and that answer is absolutely 100% false. Yeah, where my fish have been quarantined for years. I mean, my God. And now he's saying use Proquetisol to treat. And Levamisol? You know how expensive those things are? And how hard to get they are? What the hell? Oh, I'm so ticked at this guy. Googly Moogly, I even answered him. I told him, you have no idea why you should be. Why are you feeding these answers to beginners? Again, again. Right here. Simple. Simple thing. Just no babies. Anything would help. This dude. Oh my god. Oh, there was my answer. Well, kind of. That's a edited answer, you know. But that's some of the dumbest advice I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Ever, people. I mean, he has to be a copy and paste guy or something, or I don't know. Anyway, I'm done with all this. I think I know how to shut this thing off. Um, Thanks everybody for. If you stuck it this long, I wanted the coup de grace to happen at the end, and tell me if you're as ticked as I am, or maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, anyway. Alright, thanks a lot, everybody. Alright, click slideshow. Hope I ended it.